drive from my office over to the investigation bureau area where I just got a printout of the area that tapped into the phone line. I heard a male voice came in and then we were disconnected. I tried to call you back and it went straight to not a voicemail, but just a disconnection again. And I called the area. They said I should come in for a printout. So they're not going to fax it to me. So I'm heading there right now, about 5 minutes away, to pick up the phone number that tapped into. It seems to me like it's a group of people that, is trying to get in contact with you. I don't know what's going on, but they're tampering. So I basically locked off the connection right there, and they they just told me from the main area that it's clear for me to call you. So I'm calling back as we speak. But I'm heading to get the printout that I can share that phone number with you. And when I get to the area, I'm gonna put a blockage on, a complete blockage that I will have to dial a code in for from my office.
Okay. All right.
But that's why I'm saying to you, please be skeptical, Barb. Don't take these calls because once you
Well,
take
I haven't
them,
received any
it's
calls.
all right. That is it. But they're tampering because anytime I get in touch with you, they seem like they want to get in touch with you at the same time because you're either not picking up or something otherwise,
Well, nobody's
right? Let me pull
called.
over. Let me pull over
I
for a minute. You
I
know what I
haven't
was about
I
to
haven't
say to
received
you
any
though?
strange calls at all.
All right. All the calls, Barb, that are not friends or family that you are totally familiar with, apart from Amanda, that's apart from me,
Hmm.
don't take any calls pertaining to your financial part that you're collecting. I do not want anyone to tamper with anything for you.
All
All right?
right. All right.
Let me say this to you now. I was thinking about this up until last night. The money to support you, it's a surety. I signed that account, so I am aware of the availability. When it gets into you, I do not want. I was thinking about what do you want us to do replacements, Barb? You have to sign to these areas under you. Simply means it has to show an indication of coming from an organization that you're a part of. If I need to explain that, tell me, please.
Well, I don't understand it, so I guess you do.
Thank you. Thank you. For example, you're with Bank of America, right?
Hmm.
And you've been doing banking with them for probably 10 years. I'm pulled over to talk to you for a little bit. Because when I head to this area, I'm going to sign a few things. Yeah. You've been with them for a while.
Hmm.
That shows that you would have been a member of the Bank of America. When you're doing your tax removal involvement, it's not that you're needed for the funds, but you're needed for the documentation. In other words, you're needed for proof. In some of your areas, Barb, you have a cash pay amount. Did you know that? You're eligible to get mail with cash inside of it. Once you don't you don't give your information out, no one will know your info. Some of
Okay.
your bonuses, are that's what your eligibility says. You're
All
going to
right.
be getting cash in some of the areas, right? Now,
Okay.
when it's being mailed to you, it will be mailed to you discreetly. When I say that, it does not mean that it's illegal. It just will be mailed to you discreetly for more than one reason, right? It's money, number one. I told you earlier in our conversation, days before, one person tells another person tells another person. Before you know it, it's all over the place that you're a millionaire. So when you start getting in your funds, they probably will do you in a shoebox. They will probably do you in a jewelry box. However they choose, that information will be handed down to me. When it's handed down to me, I will call you on the protective line and I will let you know how it's coming, the amount that is coming, and the time that it should be delivered to you. All right? This is in the future. This is shortly. So I'm just making you aware.
Okay.
All right. So when I give you that information, Barb, the only person that will have that information when it's handed down to me, it's me. And then when I give it to you, you're the only one. Remember, it's your information. So you're the only one that will get that information. So no one can know it unless you trust someone to give it to. And that's not a trust situation because that's money, right? Just giving
Okay.
your heads up. All right. Barb, as your hold on, co-signer, do you want me to put your son's name on at any point, or you only? That's fine.
Just me.
Not that you're just you. Okay, not a problem. I should make a note of that. I'm parked alongside and I can speak to you because I'm a few minutes away from their area and I will be doing a few changes for you. Now, after I'm guaranteed that the phone lines are 100% safe, I'm going to hand down your new information under the Bank of America that you're able to check on your account to see that what I'm saying to you, it's exactly so. All right?
Hmm.
Thank you. So I will feel a lot better. But what has been bothering me for the last few days? I don't trust your phone connections, Barb, and I don't think you understood that fully. And I can't blame you because the computer probably is not your world, right? I have to work with it, so automatically it becomes my world, a part of it. So I understand things you might not. So whenever I want to be on your prime delivery, I signed to that yesterday. So last night when you told me that you wanted another rep, that brought tears to my eyes because I signed to your prime delivery. I want to be there because there are a few things that I'm going to show you how to operate it, right? In
Okay.
your on your prime delivery, Barb, you're entitled to three persons. So your neighbor doesn't have any information what you're doing, how much you're collecting, if you're collecting money, because we don't give that impression. When we get to the airport, all the tax removal will cover everything. So we will not have any blockages, if you understand me, right?
Okay.
So I
Okay.
want to be on the prime delivery, but you're eligible also to collect a briefcase. All of these information I withheld from you within the last few days, as I said, because of the phone connection. Now that I got the investigation bureau and they kept the line, since someone topped in, they have a cap on it. So as I said, I'm a few minutes away for them to give me the authorization code and to show me the printout where the call came in from. Now, I want you, Barb, to have a new cell phone once you're dealing with your finances. I don't want any complications, and it's said to be the phone, right? So I wanted to provide you with a new, brand new connection, and that would be your phone. This number is on some of your documentation, so I would have to take the time out and change it, right? But honestly, when I get to the investigation bureau area, I will look at what the printout has to say, and then I can determine. Barb, I don't want to be telling you, hey, do this, do that. I think about everything. I place myself in the person's shoe. So if it's not good for me, then it would not be good for you. And if it wasn't needed, then it would not be requested. You understand? Simply means I don't need to tell you anything that's not so. And last night, I totally understand, or I totally understood what got you upset. So now we're on a new page. I just want you to try to trust me, even by a percentage, and allow me to work with you to defend what's there and getting it
Oh,
into your
sure.
hands. You can do.
Sure. Of
All
course.
right?
All right.
All right. So let me tell you this now, Barb. You have two areas that you're able or eligible to do selections from, right? The checks you receive or the amount you receive will go back to those areas directly. I told you before that you could have a wire done, but it would have been an anonymous transfer because they're not giving any information to your local areas. Now, as it relates to your real estate, right? Did you get a listing of properties to select from?
No.
No. Did they give you the areas where you were eligible to select from?
No.
Okay. I'm going to pick that up for you at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Okay?
All right.
Yeah. And I will tell you
Oh, we have a bad connection, Amanda. Hello. Hello. It must be because you're driving. Um, I'm going to hang up and I guess you can call me back.